Hi guys, I'm Ninbikun as this is my review of Rainbow Falls, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 4 Episode 10. If you are interested in watching my blind commentary of this episode, you can find it through the link in the description. Rainbow Falls presents us a scenario which is way too familiar for me. If you've ever been part of a school project and you wanted a good grade, you probably know what I'm talking about. But more of that later. Everyone said this already, so I'll be as short as possible. Snowflake and Fluttershy have no intentions in becoming good flyers, despite the fact that Snowflake was in the Wonderbolts Academy. According to this episode, he can barely fly. The explanation that we get to why they are in the relay team is that every other athlete of Ponyville got assigned to other events. And Rainbow Dash didn't. No, she chose to fly with Fluttershy and Snowflake. The reason why they are here is probably that there was no relay team at all. They just asked the remaining 2 Pegasi from town. I think it would mean that Ponyville doesn't expect this team to win. They just send them because just taking part in the games is enough in itself. If that is the case, why is Rainbow Dash, the best flyer of Ponyville, is in this team? Why didn't they put her in a team that's competent and is likely to win the event? Because Rainbow Dash refused. She already proven herself to be loyal even before the episode started. Now it's time for her friends to do the same, to show some actual effort. Maybe they do, they try their best, and I accept that. Except for Twilight, who doesn't do anything to help the team. Still, when it comes to lecturing Rainbow Dash, she's the loudest to speak. If just participating is enough, then why won't they let Rainbow Dash to leave the team for the Wonderbolts? The answer, they do. Twilight doesn't. Rainbow Dash's dilemma is said to be simple. People say that it's obvious that she has to choose her friends. I disagree. I think it isn't as simple after all. Rainbow Dash's talent is racing. Her goal is to be the best flyer and to join the Wonderbolts. Her goal is to win. She is not happy with just participating. Now back to the school project example. There are 3 people in the group. 2 people who just want to pass and they can't or won't do any work other than what's enough to get a D. And there's you. You want an A. Because you have a fascination for this field and this grade would mean a lot to you. You all get the same grade for your work, so you are likely to get an E in the end. This usually doesn't work like this. You get individual grades, but this way the scenario is more similar to the one in Rainbow Falls. You are presented with an option of joining another group that is probably going to get an A. If you quit, your older group will get a D and you get an A. The situation is different from the one in Rainbow Falls in one thing. Passing an exam is more important than losing a race everyone is expecting you to lose, even yourself. And your loss won't matter, not for yourself and not for anyone. It doesn't matter what Twilight says, they should be just as happy cheering for Fluttershy, Snowflake and Derpy than cheering for Rainbow Dash. They barely qualified, so they will not get a good place in the competition. They are just delaying the unavoidable and their own disappointment. A competition shouldn't stand between you and your friends. You should understand that you can't stop your friends from getting praise on their respective fields just so you can barely pass a barrier that isn't even important to you. If Rainbow Dash can give up on winning a race for her friends, maybe her friends should be able to do the same. Rainbow Falls gets a 2.3 out of 4.